Hello, everybody. Welcome back to There's That Tarot Collective. I want to do a weekend message for all of you. I just came back from off the road, so I'm very tired. But I felt it like all the way home. I was like, I need to do a reading for the collective for the weekend. So the song that was playing when I was shuffling your cards is called Smoking Out the Window by Bruno Mars. If you haven't heard this song, if you're going through a breakup, maybe not, but it's a little triggering. But if you're in a good mood, it's kind of funny. It talks about how a love started off so tender and sweet, but now she got me smoking out the window. I've spent all this money on her. I've taken care of her kids. I've put up with this, Chuck E. Cheese, all of that, right? She put me in a jam with her ex-man. You know what I'm saying? And I can't believe it. I'm in disbelief. So I feel like there may be a masculine, whether you're a man or a woman, who feels like they got played, who feels like they got used. Crazy part is the next song that played is called Bear With Me by Tiana Taylor. And in this song, she's like, I can't give you my trust. You know, I've been telling lies, trying to split my time with 2 or 3 other guys because I can't make up my mind. I know I'm indecisive, and I know you don't like it. I never let my guard down, but you're steady trying to wife it. Don't you see that I got baggage? I can't give you my trust. This is going to be a you versus them reading. Let me get some music, y'all, because y'all know I need something, honey. Y'all about to have me smoking out the damn window. Now, the song that's playing right now is called Same Here. So this may be 2 people. What I'm seeing is maybe 2 people who may have been observing each other during a slight pause, a break. Maybe taking some time taking some time apart is what this looks like. It looks like somebody did it intentionally. But there are questions. But because the song that's playing right now is called Same Here, I feel like there's still feelings that are involved with these 2 people. So, let's look at your person. Some of you may be dealing with an Aquarius. Your person is, I think the pain is starting to subside. I may be talking to a feminine energy. We have the Star, the 3 of Swords, and the Empress, or the 3 of Swords in the reverse. So, I do feel like some time has passed with this. It's not as painful as it was. Like, I'm starting to heal, maybe even pour more into myself, getting out of this place where I felt stuck, you know, maybe even coming off of a break, or perhaps realizing that maybe this is something that I can't make happen. I'm not overthinking as much. They may have even started something else, or there may be like a new idea that they have since they've been alone, or maybe let's see. They may have even thought about offering long-term commitment in this isolation. They've also thought about stopping and just starting something new. Because they feel like the feminine energy has completely withdrawn her emotions from this. Maybe even vocalized. Let's see. Somebody's afraid. I feel like the feminine energy is afraid to put her heart into this, and he's picking up on that. It's like there's been a lot of thinking going on with this masculine. So I feel like they feel as though they may have come off indecisive. You know, they may have come off something here. It's like the two couldn't get on the same page as far as communication was concerned. This could be two different communication styles, or the feminine energy could be a better communicator than the masculine energy. Or there's something here. It's like maybe he doesn't communicate and she does, or maybe she communicates. She likes direct communication and he's a little indirect, vague, or just not as expressive. There's a difference between these two. And I feel like the feminine he feels like she was viewing this connection as toxic. I feel like the masculine may lack patience, and the feminine energy could be very, what's the right thing to do? You know, I don't think this is somebody, I feel like this is somebody who who has a lot of integrity and who likes, it's like, I would rather can we just do this like adults? Something like that, right? And maybe the masculine lacks patience. I feel like this feminine is the one who's going to be like, or is the one who was like, okay, here's what we're going to do. You can't figure it out? All right, let me tell you. Because I can't stay in limbo. I feel like she had to put her foot down. And the masculine may have just become very avoidant and decided to not wait and resolve things on their own. But I feel like by way of, I think they were trying to avoid an argument. It's like, it's better for me to just get over this. And the feminine is just not really wanting to look back. It's like, I realized that maybe this is, I realized that maybe we're not the pair that we thought we were. Or that the two of us are lacking harmony together. But I just haven't let this thing end yet. And I gotta be honest with myself about the instability that I see here. I just don't think that this was meant to last. This feminine energy experienced a lot of anxiety in this connection. And I feel like during this time, you both have been given a chance to reevaluate some things. Let's look at it. I mean, since we're not communicating effectively about the real issues, maybe one person's more willing than the other to do so. So let's take some time apart and see what we both come up with individually. And I feel like, you know what I mean? This is that. The feminine feels better off on her own. And kind of stands on that. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm defending that. I said what I said. For the sake of my own peace of mind, emotional stability, honey, I can't keep putting work into something that is supposed to be over, or it wasn't meant to last. Let's get into her side. That was a lot of what was going on with the masculine, but I'm gonna do both sides, even though that kind of ran over. So let's see, collective. I think someone's just wanting their life to be better. And once you get to the point where you're just like, I just want life to be better. I just want life to be what it is supposed to, what I envision it being. Then it doesn't matter the who. It doesn't matter the where. It doesn't matter the how. I feel like that's where somebody has gotten to. Like, I was so attached to this person, and I had this vision in my mind of where it could be, and this and this and that, and it didn't work out like that. And then you have to detach yourself from the fact that it's not about, what did it say? I heard something today. Don't change the plan. Like the goal doesn't change. The strategy does. It's not the strategy. But it's similar to that. I can't quote it right now. But you don't have to change the thing that you want. What you want is what you want. But you can change, you know what I mean? The strategy, change the plan, change the person. It doesn't have to, it's still the feeling that you're looking for. It's just not what you thought it was, who you thought it was going to be with. Okay. I tried to explain that as best as I could. I think y'all know where I'm coming from. So let's look at the feminine energy, what she's picking up on within this masculine. Yeah. She may be communicating that I don't know if this can go any further. This communication could come as a surprise. It could be like suddenly, like just ending. I'm ready to release this. I'm ready to feel better. I'm ready. I don't know. Because I feel like a lot of people may have, I don't know, your friends have been noticing, family members have been noticing. It's like you're still getting things done, but you just lack that luster, you know, and you've identified the why. And you're just ready to start. You're just ready for something else. I'm not saying it's like this big, new, fantastic start in life. It's just, I miss those days when I just used to get up and go to Starbucks or even Barnes & Noble. Just going in there and smelling the books, sitting down, drinking coffee, reading something. I don't know. I just miss doing things that I used to do. I miss the way that I used to feel. Or I just want to feel a feeling I've never felt before and I'm not feeling it here. So that's what this feminine energy is on. And I'm the one who's going to have to do something about it. I gotta get in front of this. I gotta be honest with myself and resolve this. It's like I was indecisive about holding on to it, you know. But when I wanted a victory with this person, when I tried with this person, there was like a lack of something. You know, it's like when I was trying, you wasn't trying. When you were trying, I was giving up. I don't know. And so it brought me to this point where I don't know if I should hold on to this, but I was holding on to it because we used to be so happy. You know, but in the distance that's been taken in this break, I you know, I see it. I started to see it for what it is. I'm not getting enough here, and I'm working too hard. I'm working too hard. Too much work, too little reward, and I'm not sleeping. You know, I'm also tired, which you can die from a lack of sleep. Your personality is not the same when you're not resting well, or when you're when you're going through so much throughout your day, or you got somebody that's beating your emotions down, or just something is eating at you on top of your work day, on top of the kids, on top of your man or your girl or whoever live with you, or on top of everything, right? By the time you get to the end of the day, you're crashing, not resting. So that too was a problem. And you're tired. That's the feminine. So it's best, you know, that I stop pretending like everything's okay in this situation and letting this continue to linger on, and really put my foot down, to be honest. And not only end it, but get over it. Because being stuck in my head and waiting and continuing to invest in something, maybe just a waste of time. I feel like there's a feminine here who's like, I need to end it, but it's all good though. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't hate you. This one's for me. Something like that. And even for you, like even for the other person, it could be like, this might be for us. It might be what's best for us. I don't know. So I'm gonna pull advice for both sides. For the first person I read for, what is the advice? And for the second person. For the first person, which I feel is a feminine energy, could be a Pisces or a Cancer here. Let's follow that feeling, honey. You know, you felt it. What feels right? What brings you back to your equilibrium, your center? Because that's where you belong. You know? And you got to walk away from anything that put that urgency in your spirit like that. Because it's not bringing you a sense of peace and stability. It's not. It's bringing you questions. And it's like a guarded, it's just it's questions. And do you want to feel like that, or you want to feel like something else? You know? You question if you should take an offer from a person when the connection with them is inharmonious. You gotta go away from anything that makes you feel insecure. Do not waste your time, you know? Because I feel like you would be investing in... I feel like it's heartbreaking for the feminine energy. But what's for you is for you. And in this time that you've taken to yourself, you realize how unhappy you were in this relationship. During this time to yourself, on this pause that you've been on from this person, this isolation, whether you went and took a quick trip, whatever it was, you realize how unhappy you were in this relationship. You as an individual. So it's time to go. I feel like I may be talking to a water sign. No, I'm talking to the collective. So, for this masculine or person number 2, I feel like a 4 of Swords in reverse. This person may not have been sleeping either. Up at night, overthinking. What if I miss out on this opportunity? Or perhaps this thing feels unstable in some way, and it's hard for me to open up my heart to this person. Or I feel like they're suffering a lot of insecurities about this. So they're thinking about moving on. Well, the advice is, if you're seeing that things are unstable and like that, in the way of, it could be by way of finances, or just like there's a lack of foundation in this relationship, and also there's a lot of sadness, repressed emotions, or detached behavior, and blow-ups and fights. You may feel like this person lies or is guarded or is just maybe exploring other options, cheating. this person could be thinking that the feminine energy took a break so she could go get some other, what you call it, somebody else, okay? But there's been a lot of thinking going on. Untrustworthy thoughts, you know, questions. Maybe I should just be single. But your intuition, maybe telling you to go for it or get out of this defeatist attitude. Relationships can be defeating, you know, to our spirit. And I feel like this masculine goes through a lot of wanting to come back and then like, nope, I'm just going to give up. What is he thinking? In his time, to himself, he just thought about it, ending it. There's a sense of betrayal here, or maybe because it's not working. Maybe we're just not getting along. I can't keep pretending everything is fine. My heart is closed off to this. I don't feel happy. 2 of Cups in the reverse. I realize this is just something that I realize that this is an emotional attachment that I need to. My girlfriend was telling me this story last night. I feel like I'm gonna say this first. The masculine feels like maybe there's some things that the feminine hasn't been telling him, perhaps cheating or something like that. Okay. But this is just what I don't know. It feels like suspicion is what this masculine has. And it feels like the feminine is just like, I'm not trying to take space to go be with somebody else. I'm drained here. So how much energy could I have to go deal with somebody else? That's what I felt coming from her side. But from this side, it's a lot of suspicions and stuff, right? So my girlfriend told me a story last night about demagnetizing, because I feel like the 2 of you were drawn together like a magnet in the beginning of your relationship. Throughout the relationship, y'all was tight, cool, but problems ensued. Time passed, fights, this and that. We starting to look at each other different, or we're not as patient with each other about the things that used to be okay because we were in love then. Things like that. And I feel like what the feminine energy did was just turned off her side of the magnet. Because what happens when you put a magnet against a concrete wall? What happens when you put a magnet against something that ain't magnetized? Okay, it's not gonna stick. So I feel like the feminine turned her magnet off, turned her side of the magnet off. Does that make sense? My girlfriend said it a lot more eloquently than I just did, but it was such a good example. And that's what she did. It's not about ripping the cord. It's not about saying F you and all of this. I feel like she just shut her side down. And then here come all the suspicions. Now, I don't know what the history is between the 2 of you, you know, or why he's so suspicious, and why she's so fed up. But I feel like you both are sad right now. Maybe they need to turn their part of the magnet off, you know? But I feel like the masculine is needing to find balance. And the feminine is kind of asking for that, you know, or taking it. Because maybe she just didn't feel like, you know, when you try it all you can. And it's like, I don't know if it's that my efforts aren't good enough, but this is as far as I can come. This is as big as my plate is. This is what we got. Okay. Let's see something, collective. What's the outcome between these 2? I'm gonna leave it like that. really trying to decide. It's like you both may decide to walk away for your own happiness. Both of you may be pretending that other people that everything's okay, but deep down, it's a very sad feeling. But it's a choice that had to be made, right? The masculine may want to try to heal this. It's like, I tried to fight for it, but it's better for me to get over it. That just popped out. But I feel like you both are just moving on for the sake of your own happiness. Okay. And we got the Six of Swords. So the King of Pentacles in the reverse, Seven of Swords, and the Queen of Pentacles. I just really feel like maybe the masculine in this reading just had I don't know, there was a lack of stability on his end. She didn't want the drama, and maybe he needed to learn how to stand on his own. I don't know. There was some sort of strength that needed to be had on his part. I also feel like there was a lack of reciprocity with them. But this feminine is like, I'm not chasing, I'm not investing, I'm not doing anything. I just got to move on. I feel like you both will end up moving on. You both are going to be successful on your own, though. I will say that. I feel like, you know how some people are better, they do better because they came together, but they also do better because they went apart. You know what I mean? Something like that. I'm going to read you a Moonology card that I pulled for you. Be proud of yourself, honey, whoever you are. Do you really believe in you? No one is perfect. Neither one of y'all is perfect, but you do need to believe in yourself and what you have to offer. Be proud of yourself. You came to this earth with a purpose to fulfill. Drawing this card suggests that there are a lot of unresolved self-worth questions that need to be answered before you can start to create the life that has been waiting for you. Being real is the key here. Don't pretend for life's appearance. Don't pretend for appearance's sake. I don't know where I got life from. You're more than allowed and encouraged to be your real self. In an age where people pretend to lead a perfect life, there's nothing more impressive than true authenticity. Okay? Don't compare yourself to anyone else. Instead, start to recognize your own talents and assets. I am a unique and beautiful soul. Collective, I'm going to leave you with this 2 messages. I pulled 2. No matter how you feel, get up, get dressed, show up. This is your life, honey. Nothing is guaranteed. Tomorrow's not guaranteed. All we have is today. Don't waste it in a negative energy. Don't waste it on a person you don't want to be with no more. Don't waste it, beating yourself up because anything. Okay? And believe in miracles. I'm going to leave it there. Like, share, and subscribe if this resonated with you. I really hope that this helped. I love you guys, and I will see you next week. Ciao.